to Home Day, everyone. Did you know tiny is trending? From the teeny weeny, hugely famous tiny chef to the miniature space YouTube channel that has more than 1 million subscribers, it is the hottest new hobby sweeping the nation. And here with the scoop is designer Micheal Lambie. Micheal, I did not know that this was a thing, and it is everywhere. Talk to me about what a miniature is.
Well, pretty much a miniature could be anything. It's just duplicating real life down at a small scale. And there's different scales that miniatures use. 1/12 is kind of the really popular one. So what that means is 1 inch equals 1 foot in real life.
Okay.
To give you perspective, like a Barbie doll that we traditionally know is 1/6. So that's kind of double what some of these proportions are.
Yeah, because I'm looking at this furniture and it's like my Barbie wouldn't fit.
No.
But like, I love the idea of all these little miniature things, though. It's so cool. Now, how did you get into miniatures?
Well, this is so cool because I got to judge a miniature television show. It's like a competition show where they had 11 miniatures that came along and they were building their dream house. So I got to bring a designer perspective. Wow. So this was for CBCGem, and we shot a whole season, and we actually had competitions every episode, and we voted someone off until we finally had Best in Miniature, which is what the name of the show is. Best in Miniature. Best in Miniature.
Yeah. Were you blown away at the level of like architecture and detail?
Crazy. Well, for two reasons. The detail and that they pulled things off, but also the time constraint. Because normally they would do this, you can take your time, it's a hobby, take months to do things. But we gave them a mini challenge, which was 1 hour or 8 hours. So it had to be done that day.
Wow.
Didn't think it could be done. When what I saw and the levels that it went to, it is spectacular, incredible.
Well, we have some examples here, and you can just get sort of a taste of the craftsmanship. And all of the examples here are from contestants from the show.
Right, exactly.
They're part of the show. Let's start over here.
So Shello Vienzo. So everybody had a real specialty. Like everyone's really different. You can make anything, and hers is to make miniature pottery. Wow. So she actually uses a little pottery wheel, spinning wheel with clay, like you know on Ghost.
Yeah.
So she's spinning. To watch her work is amazing. So she makes these, and that's her specialty there. So this is all of her vignettes.
This is beautiful. I'd have that in my house in a heartbeat.
Right.
And what about over here? We've got this gorgeous house that we all grew up thinking we'd be living in. Not so much. These are the houses on sitcoms. Like, what kind of jobs did they have? But this is beautiful.
Except this one might be haunted. Suzette Surveill, she does haunted houses, and she has a more spooky feel to hers. Yeah. They interact, they light up, right? So a lot of these miniatures are really fun because you get to play with them. Yeah. As well as this one, you can see it gets kind of creepy. So they're really exciting.
Yeah, so I can see more of the haunted aesthetic in these two over here. Very cute.
That's her special. That's what she's known with. Yeah. This one is a local producer of Cityline. They tried their hand. Their specialty is
not bad.
Prefab. So this is kind of a kit you can buy online if you're just kind of getting into it and you're really not at that level. Yeah. You can buy kits and you can put it together just for the fun of it. So this is an example of what to expect.
What a fun activity to do if you're looking for something at home and you feel like you have that concentration. I think it's amazing. Yeah. You've got one more set over there, and there's someone very familiar hanging out in that living room.
Yes, Roxanne Braithwaite. So her specialty was working with fabrics, and she used to restore furniture. Yeah. So this is a great vignette she made there. She actually made a special Cityline rug, which is pretty awesome. And her muse, who knew? Turned out to be the beautiful Tracy Moore, so she created that for you as well.
Oh, teeny tiny Tracy Moore. That's really lovely. I mean,
so hopefully you can find a place on your wall for that.
I don't know if I have the space, Micheal. Of course I will find a place for it. That is so good. Okay, so tell me, and from your perspective, why you think people are like jumping onto this trend.
You know, it really blew up over COVID. Yeah. We were all locked in, and everyone's looking for something to do. And some people would go up to their attics and find this dollhouse that they played with before, and what better time? You're at home and it's very tranquil. You can start messing and twiddle with it. So it turns out that things were selling out online everywhere. You couldn't get enough supplies to support this trend. So it really blew up there.
And we're going to see just how difficult it is because we have the tools to do our own little challenge, Micheal and I. So these are miniature little plants.
Yes, again from a kit.
It's again from a kit that you can order online. Mine's a spider plant. Yours is, what kind of plant is that? I don't know.
A pretty frilly plant.
It's a pretty frilly plant. We're going to put some time on the clock. And please, just before we begin, look at my nails. Please look at the disadvantage I have right now. I put these claws on yesterday, forgetting that we were going to be doing this challenge on the show. They're press-ons, guys. Walmart. Go get them. Okay, so I'm going to make, it's supposed to look like It's supposed to look like a spider plant when I'm done, but we're just going to put a little, it's supposed to look like that. We're going to put a little time on the clock. Are you ready to go?
Yes, and mine's going to be a little planter as well. So let's see what we can do.
In 3, 2, 1.
Go.
Let's go, man. And we've got little tweezers as well because...
Yeah, tweezers, glue. I mean, you're going to use little household tools around the house. Okay, they're using all the same tools you'd normally want to use, but at miniature sizes. Like the lathes are miniature, the woodworking tools are miniature.
Oh my gosh, they're using
so
all
cute.
that, huh?
Yeah. Glass blowing, like miniature glass blowers.
I just want to know how people even decide that this is what they're good at. Like, I always wonder, how do you figure out what that talent is? How did you know the first time? Well, I'm just going to make the smallest little vase you ever did see and create a really small little pottery spinner thing. Like, how do you figure that out?
You know, I don't even think it's a question of being good at it. It's really doing something that is just for you and quiet and easy to do. And what's so appealing about these miniatures
I'm glad you just said it's not a question of you being good on it because our time's up.
No way.
Our time is up, and I was supposed to get this whole thing like rolled up into a ball. This is what I did.
One.
This is what I got. I got 2 leaves of the snake, but it's the saddest little snake plant you ever did see. Yeah. Who do you think did it better? I think I should win this one. Michael, thank you so much.
Mine's in the pot.
It's in the pot. Maybe you won. To everyone at home, don't forget to catch Michael on Best in Miniatures, which you can watch on CBCGem. We're going to break. I have some work to do. See you on the other side. Oh, that went fast.